Hey everybody, this is the Montana Bushcraft bringing you another video. Today we are going to talk about the Mora Classic 1, or number 1, I'm sorry. They also have a Mora Classic number 2. I don't know any information about that. It might be the same as this, but just a little bit longer. But the blade thickness on this Classic number 1 is 0.08 inches or 2 millimeters. The blade length is 3.9 inches or 98 millimeters. The total length is 7.8 inches or 200 millimeters. The weight of this Mora is 2.8 ounces or 78 grams. It is made of carbon steel. The handle is made of red birch. I apologize that I kind of butchered the name. And then the sheath that it comes with is a plastic sheath, a little belt clip, okay, and this one I don't believe you can put it both ways. Actually, you can. I do apologize. You can actually have this knife for left-handed or right-handed. And then Mora Niv is a company that was made in Mora, Sweden, and they have been in production since 1891. Mora knife, and this is a nice little blade, especially for the price of $11.67 on Amazon. It comes razor sharp. Let me go ahead and get a piece of paper here. There we go. Okay, and mine's a little on the duller side. The reason for that is because I've been using it for the past 6 months. But rest assured, when you do buy this, it does come razor sharp. And I mean, it's got a couple of nicks in it too, but that's just for my use. That's not the way it came. And a funny story about this knife is that the first time I actually used it, it was actually used on some steaks. Some buddies of mine and we went out camping, and none of them had a knife on them, and so I remembered that I had this, and I had it in my car, so I brought it out, and I didn't know how well it was going to be used or not, but it cut the steaks like you wouldn't believe. I mean, it was razor sharp, and it cut them just like butter. And so, long story short, after everybody used this on their steaks, they went to Amazon and bought one. They bought some also just to be able to use for the steaks or whatever they needed. And I've used this on quite a bit of wood also. You can kind of see here, I've just been messing around with it. And so I'll go ahead and do a little demonstration here. It does really nice feathers. It's razor sharp. And I mean, you can just, well, I apologize for not being in focus there. And I'm not a pro at making feather sticks, so I apologize if they don't look all nice and pretty. I just don't really see a need to use them. But this is what we can get. And then I'll go ahead and cut it right here, I guess. I believe this is kind of like a full tangish. I believe the blade goes all the way through to the end, but maybe it doesn't. I'm not sure if it does or not, but it works really well nonetheless. Maybe some other time I'll make a couple of steaks and show me using this thing. But yeah, I was surprised because normally, I don't know, the steak knives that I have, you kind of have to saw them, and this one, it just went just right through them. So this is kind of like a informational video slash review about it, since I have used it for about 6 months or so. And I gotta say, it's a really nice blade to use, especially for the ones that are just starting out. If you're afraid to buy an expensive knife, this would definitely be a good one to start out with. The reason why I say that is because you can work on your feather sticks, you can work on your skills of just making little notches, and for almost 12 bucks, you know, if you break it, it's not really gonna hurt you too much. And I think this is just my opinion. I'm not an expert when it comes to bushcraft or anything like that, but I do believe this would be a good knife to start out with. If you've seen my other videos, I showed a Schrade, let's see, SCHF or something like that, or let's see, what was it, C or S? Oh man, I can't even think what it is right now. I'm really tired, but it just kind of escaped me. But it's that Schrade knife that I have. The informational video, it shows modifications I've done with it, and it shows that I have this knife on there and stuff. But both of those would be good knives to start out with, or both of these knives. The reason why I say that is because, I mean, yeah, you'll have to use 2 knives like I am, but I mean, you don't, if it's something that you're just starting, you might not want to proceed with, so you're not really wasting too much money if you decide that it's not something that you want to do. But another reason why is because both of these knives, even as you progress and get better, then you can start looking at better knives to buy, more expensive knives to buy. But for just starting out, I would recommend having that combo. The Schrade you can use for batoning. You can use it for a lot of other things too. But this one would be good for, I want to say, like skinning or filleting. There's just a whole bunch of things you can do with this knife. And I think with those two it'd be a great combo to start out with. But that's just my opinion. But I mean, see, it does really nice. I can even make these little edges a little bit smoother if I wanted to. I apologize that the stick is moving around all over the place. It's kind of hard to look at the video and do this at the same time. But that's my informational video about this this Mora Classic No. 1. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope everybody out there stays safe, and y'all have a nice day now, okay? Take care. Oh, well, actually, one more thing I should like to say about this knife is it doesn't have a guard on it, so it is kind of a slippery surface. So if you do decide to use or buy one of these, just be extra careful. If you gotta dig in like this or something, there's that chance that you might slip, cut your fingers. So just be extra careful when you use this. But other than that, it's a lovely knife to use, and there's quite a few knives I've used, but this one stands out pretty nice for how sharp it is, and I mean, it's a good knife.